Welcome to Capital Call, Boyden's podcast series of conversations with private equity and venture capital firms from around the world.
Good morning, Cecilia. Thank you for being our guest today in the Capital Call series. So today we'll be concluding our third episode, and we would like actually to cover the last segment, which is about diversity, equity, and inclusion. I would like to start with the first question. What steps has Bain Capital Double Impact has taken to improve the diversity of its team?
So I think it's really important to both set goals and measure those results. So for example, across our portfolio, 86% of our boards have at least one diverse member or a member from an underrepresented group or URG. And 86% of our management teams have at least two members from URGs. And 78% of our portfolio companies have greater than 50% female employee diversity. For our own Double Impact team, we continue to invest in our people and expand our team. In 2020, we had about 19 investment professionals, and about half of them came from underrepresented groups. With our incoming class of 6 new hires, 4 are from underrepresented groups, of which 4 of these are women, but also we have 1 Asian and an African American. And so our diverse team remains connected by this shared passion for driving impact and growth.
So very strong commitment on the diversity within the team. How does a diverse team positively influence Bain Capital Double Impact investment and value creation strategy?
We believe great outcomes really come from having diverse teams. The diversity of perspectives really better enable us to challenge conventional thinking and unconscious biases, really helping to nurture a culture of deeply objective inquiry so that we can better drive each investment to its full potential.
I really love your comment, diversity of perspective. I wish all the companies could say so, which is really not the case. And so coming back to your case, how does Bain Capital Double Impact seek to improve DE&I as in its portfolio companies, and how do you measure that success?
We build a strong culture that tries to promote DEI, which is really a core part of our impact blueprint across our portfolio companies. You know, we set specific board and management diversity goals, and we tie compensation to achieving those goals. We also conduct what we call a high performance organization survey, which really assesses employee engagement and their sentiments around DEI, as well as conduct CEO 360 surveys annually to really help hold our executive teams accountable and in ensuring that we have an inclusive and diverse environment.
That's it's really great, let's say, KPIs and way to assess. Being a global executive search firm, we know how difficult it can be to find the right talent with the right brief, respecting gender and so on. So what are the challenges to meet these DE&I objectives in the context of talent shortage, knowing that you are a private equity company and you still invest on the tight deadline? So that's really a very challenging context.
Talent is always a real critical unlock to driving growth, but we need to hold ourselves accountable for maintaining our diversity goals. Achieving DEI goals is no different than achieving any kind of business objectives. We are going to face challenges, but we need to proactively plan, develop robust pipelines, problem solve our gaps, and develop creative solutions to deliver against the objectives that we set out. So really the challenges we face in DEI, I don't think of as any different than the challenges we face in, any of the other aspects of solving business problems.
I like the way, I like your optimism and the fact that you are really fighting hard for your ideas, and great people like yours will get this industry moving. So we are now at the end of our third episode. I'd like to conclude this series with you, Cecilia. It has been a great pleasure to listen to you and share your experience, your vision on impact investing, your best practices on the way you assess your portfolio companies and measure their performance with really concrete, as you said, actionable initiatives is really, I think, extremely valuable for the entire ecosystem who might not be up to the speed where you are today. I very much like your talent blueprint to build high performance organizations. And if I quote you, I think you said that you are always looking for authentic and intentional leaders to drive social and environmental outcomes. And that's really extremely pleasant to hear. I think we think, no doubt, that Bain Capital Double Impact is leading the way. What you said is extremely encouraging for the future and will give positive ideas for the rest of the community. Cecilia, we hope to welcome you again soon on our Capital Call series, and we would like to thank you really very much for your inputs and participation today.
Thank you,
Cecilia.
Again. My pleasure.
You've been listening to Capital Call, Boyden's podcast series of conversations with private equity and venture capital executives. To learn more about Boyden's private equity and venture capital practice group, visit www.boyden.com.